what's up from you? Are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. We don't go, I know it's bad. Times have changed, but not my mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also, podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier or a PewDiePie. But hey, that's what makes me so unique, right? 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 Oh, look at me. I'm a ghost. Why? Oh, I'm wearing a green shirt when I have a green screen behind me. Well, okay, I guess this is going to be the transparent episode. Hello, welcome everybody. We got to do it live. I don't have another shirt on the standby, so working mistake. And I was trying to go with something more simplistic today. So hello everybody, welcome to the Niko Show. Whoa, let's turn that down a little bit. Jeez Louise, sorry about that. God dang. How is everybody doing today on this rainy Wednesday on a Florida day? It's been raining all week. So it's been harder and harder to do these streams and making videos and stuff. And also there's been a lot of crazy, traumatic life stuff going on in my life. So that's kind of why the main reason why I haven't been on lately and doing this stuff. I've been wanting to do a podcast for a while. And mainly discussing this topic, the main topic, which is AI today, or let's talk about it. That could lead to many discussions, hopefully good or bad, or just a discussion nonetheless. And hopefully we all keep it civil here. I thought it'd be kind of nice just to change it up from the usual gaming platform, but for some reason I think it will be tied back to gaming in some shape or form. Now, here on the, you know what? I'm not even gonna move my mic. I'm just gonna keep it there. Everything is literally being held by duct tape and I don't know, fucking condom wrappers. Oh man, oh gosh. So we are on the episode of 130 of the Niko Show, which is pretty great. I would think so. I would think so. Trust me, I would think so, right? Come on, a tough crowd today, huh? A tough big crowd. You don't like my ghost episode? Oh, that's a shame. But anyway, here in the Niko Show, we just try to have a little fun. These pity episodes are important because, well, we're on that road to 1,000 subscribers. Me, NikoTheLegend, also known as One Man or Teenager, Snowflake, Rambling Idiot, and Vigil. For some reason, I'm having the biggest struggle of my life getting to that goal. And I'm not even trying to struggle that hard. I tried all things, all of the above, you named it. It just hasn't worked out for me because YouTube is trying their damnedest to not put me in the algorithm. But if you're one of those poor saps that find me out in the ether realm, if you're listening to me on Spotify, audio, see me on YouTube or whatever else on social media, some shape or form, hey, that's great. I appreciate it. Just share that and just hit the like button as hard as you can because, I need it. Although I don't think likes really do too much for me in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. I don't want to be down in the dumps all the time, but I've been doing this for a while. I mean, I know there are people out there that have videos that have so much time and effort that put into them, so much work, yada, yada, yada. I get it, okay? Those people deserve the subs more than I do, but that's not selling myself short. I'm just, giving credit where credit's due. I still put the time into it, and a lot of the times I do feel like I'm wasting my time. But I don't want that impression to be the entirety of my existence on this stupid platform. I just like to hang out with you guys, talk to you, and just whatever comes to mind. We have a lot to say as human beings. And this is just one of those ways. Maybe I just go down the ego trip and my ego just says no. But it's because I'm so close to the goal. That's why we do this road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so close. I'm far away. If for some reason my videos just can't give me a lucky break, it's like even when I put it heavily edited, lightly edited, like barely any editing, it doesn't matter. YouTube doesn't care. But anyway, I digress. in the end, with your help, we can get to that 1,000 subscribers, and I mean that'd be great. Then I could shut the fuck up. Then I wouldn't have to do pity episodes. But I try to find the humor and everything. So when I put something like the pity episode, I think it's kind of funny to me. Sorry about the clicks. I'm just seeing that the chat, my chat box is working just like yours guys' chat box. But anyway, hey, last shameless plug. Hey, I got this new Let's Play channel that's called Let's Plot, and I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. It's a slow upbringing, but we're making little strides here and there. Maybe I'll do some pity Let's Plot episodes. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, if you missed those good old days of the golden age of Game Grumps type commentary and gameplay videos, then their style of doing Let's Plays. And if you don't know who Game Grumps is, do yourself a favor and just watch Goof Troop, John Tron, and Ego Raptor, and you'll have a blast. That's what I'm trying to bring back. That prime example, because I love doing Let's Plays. Let's Plop is it's a playground for pretty much me and a special guest every time. You never know who I'm going to play with next. Of course, we have some recurring people, come on the channel. But yeah, I have a good time with it. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you check it out. If you missed those old formats, the links will be down below my tutu or my skirt. One of these days, I'll make it like a COVID Zoom call and just not wear any pants, just a tie. How weird that? Just a tie, normal shirt, and just like a condom on your dick. And people are just like, bro, like, what? That's okay. The dress code's fine. It's okay. It's better than a birthday suit right now. It's just fucking weird, man. Stop. Liar. So, without further ado, folks, we will dispense with the pleasantries and commence the Niko show. So I hope you're ready for this, okay? It's going to be an interesting, very interesting episode. So, here with the pity episodes, now that I've been doing this live for the past few months now, for a while I wasn't really doing Niko's show, or I was just not doing live, or showing my face. I'm barely showing myself with a fucking green shirt. Oh my god, rookie mistake. That's the first time I've ever done this, so it's kind of funny. These are episodes where we could just hang out and just have a chat, really talk about anything. Honestly, if I go completely off the rails and don't even talk about what I was going to talk about, I don't really care, to be honest. It's so laid back here that there is nothing is scripted that I do here. I may have the articles to discuss, but it's really just, I'm just free versing right here. Just kind of spitballing or shooting the shit with you guys. And that's where I get the nickname Rambling Idiot, because sometimes I do ramble quite a bit. But at times, I just got a lot to say. I don't like to leave my things just so cut and dry. I want to talk your ear off. I want to talk you to death. But sometimes it takes a little bit more to get the point driven, at least with me. And anyway, so you guys are welcome to chime in at any time. You can say hi. You can make fun of me. It doesn't matter, We're just here just to have a good time, just treat each other with respect. You're all guests in the Niko channel home, and I shall treat you with respect as well. Just have fun with it. So, yeah, don't be shy. Don't be shy. So, as the title suggests for the episode, we're going to be talking about AI. And listen here, folks, when I talk about things that aren't really gaming related, I only know so much with this stuff just by personal experience and anecdotal, this, empirical evidence, that, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care if I don't know every bit thing going on in the world about a certain subject, or I didn't read 5 books in this certain subject. I don't understand this topic completely. I don't care. We're just having a conversation here. I don't want to feel like I'm a know-it-all and I have a leg up on you guys. I understand it. I do videos that are based on me having a leg up on knowing things that you might not. But when it comes to the Niko show, I don't really care anymore. This is the I don't care. The pity episodes are really I don't give a fuck anymore. That's just how it goes here. But we just try to have fun with it. We just try to roll with the punches and see what happens. Maybe we'll get something that will click with people. If not, I just don't want to seem like I'm just lecturing you on things. I try to keep it down to earth. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get through a few articles and then we'll get to the AI episode. Shooting the shit right now, just ice breaking, and I hope to see anybody coming into the chat. And like I said, we're only 4 subscribers away from 1,000. I haven't had Carolyn on the channel at all in a while. She's been super busy. She's still the co-host, but man, the busiest superstar co-host I've ever had. But when she's on the channel, I always have a great time with her. She's the beautiful, wonderful Carolyn. She will be back eventually. She will. I just look at my phone and I try to call her. It just says block number. Trust me, I'm gonna work this out. I swear, I got it. I got it covered, folks. Oh shit, what do I fucking do? I lost my superstardom. No, it's we're just here to have a good time. All right. Now, a few articles to get through, and then we will talk about AI. That's literally what the title is. The road to 1,000 subscribers. Now, there's been some. This actually, I believe, happened today. Right? Oh my God. Yeah, this happened today. This is fresh off the digital press here, folks. So you can still see what's going on. Yeah, this is going to be talking about how Microsoft's $75 billion deal, such a waste of fucking money. I don't even know why they're doing this. It's so... Corporate greed is a hell of a thing, man. And I can't stand these big, tech companies. Microsoft sucks. They all suck in the end. $75 billion deal for Activision Blizzard is in peril. And I kind of hope that this happens because it could be like a good slap in the face because, they're just wasting all our time doing this shit. Wasting all of our fucking time. Nobody cares. I don't even care that this hits the headlines anymore. Besides now, after this was like the ice, it's just the cherry on top. Breaking the ice even harder before. Anyway. So, UK antitrust regulator rejects transaction saying it would hurt competition in video game industry. And it very damn well be. Because this is how it is. It's now just owning as many companies as you can, but not providing any type of product. What? Okay, let me ask you this. Before Microsoft bought out all of their fucking games companies, what have they released to the market that has been worth buying an Xbox, worth talking about? And if you bring up anything that has happened under, people buying, Microsoft buying the companies and all that, that's worth mentioning, hey, I'd like to hear it. But honestly, what have they done to redeem themselves as a gaming company and as a big tech company? Nothing. In fact, this $75 billion deal is an embarrassment of riches. I don't even know why they're so, they are just double downing on this shit. They just don't want to let go. I don't even understand why they want to make this deal with Activision Blizzard. It makes no fucking sense. But this is where we are now. It's not just one company owns a couple or maybe one or two. No, it's now own as many as you fucking can and then, like I said, do nothing with it. So Microsoft owns Rare, Obsidian, obviously 343, a bunch of other companies. But they have yet to deliver on any of the promises or games. Like Bethesda, we haven't seen shit from them. What have they released under those newly owned companies? Grounded and Pentient, they're both Obsidian games, and I'm sure they're fun in their own way, but they're nothing to write home about. Look what happened to Halo Infinite. AAA title game, pile of crap. That game sucked. Where's the next Gears of War? Pile of crap. Where's the next Fable game? Pile of crap. Where's the next Bethesda game? Pile of crap. You don't fucking see it. Where's the next Perfect Dark? Where's the next Banjo-Kazooie? Where's the next Conquer? Do I need to fucking go on? Where's Avowed, for fuck's sake, from Obsidian? Where's Outer Worlds 2? They're nowhere in sight. Where's Elder Scrolls 6? We got another Forza Horizon game. Oh, wow, that's so exciting. Oh, look. Oh, more Halo content. Oh, man. Wow, Microsoft, you're really selling your console. You're selling your console so bad. So good. You don't even have Halo Infinite on the console anymore. I wonder why. Oh, it's because you were doing so good and you wanted to give this other guy a chance? No, it's because you didn't sell shit in the first place and now you put Starfield on there. Which, please, you think that's going to be the game changer for Microsoft? Yeah, right. Yeah, fucking right. This is why Sony and Nintendo are absolutely destroyed. If you look, you can look this article up. Console revenue for Microsoft went down 30% last year. And that's a huge fucking number. You guys don't even understand. That's a huge fucking number. That's crazy. So anyway, just thought I'd just ramble some more. The UK's antitrust watchdog rejected Microsoft Corp's $75 billion deal to buy game maker Activision Blizzard, raising big questions about whether the combination will ever get done and disrupting both companies' short-term strategies. It's just one shit company trying to buy another shit company. Oh, I have to continue reading with my Wall Street Journal subscription. Fuck you. Okay, anyway, I'll just read as much as I can. The Competition and Markets Authority's ruling issued Wednesday said Microsoft had failed to convince the agency that actions the companies have proposed since announcing the deal would sufficiently ease the regulators' competition worries. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. The CMA has said the deal poses a competition threat to the UK's video game industry and has been reviewing the transaction for months. Hey, just buy it out. I mean, Microsoft bought like a bunch of games that are from the UK. The Forza Horizon developers are from the UK. Fucking Rareware's from the UK. I mean, you know, that's this is how you do it. You just buy out the companies that are from the UK. No, but I mean, I don't really need to say much anymore. We kind of got the gist of it on this one, but when you think about it, it's just this is just a meme at this point. And I know memes are just not even funny anymore, but man, this is just sad. Just sad. I don't understand the entirety of the situation of just why. Why do you want to own this company? They suck. Like, I get that they make millions from just releasing the same shit over and over, and people are dumb enough to fall for that formula. Like, I know people that all they do is buy a Call of Duty game every fucking year. Okay? It's the same people that are EA shills and buy a new soccer game every year, a new Madden game. I pity those people, and I'm friends with a couple of those people. That's all they fucking do is buy those games every year, and they suck. They fucking suck, especially at launch. And they eventually get better. What, half a year later? Then another half a year later after that, you get another game in the same fucking franchise. No fucking thank you, man. No way. So, how I feel about the whole situation about this deal, it's just a waste of time and everybody's efforts. It's just an embarrassment of riches. You just gotta go home, man. At the end of the day, you just take your losses, take the financial hits in the face, and just fucking move on. Get kicked in the balls and just call it a day. Jesus, criminy. It's just people are just annoyed at this point. And honestly, what is this? See, here's the question. What does this do for the gaming community? Like, how does this help them in the grand scheme of things? Eliminating a competitor? There's just going to be someone else even bigger coming out, or another big companies out there. I mean, this isn't going to help your revenue in the end because your console revenue has gone down 30%. You're not releasing any games that people care about that we haven't seen on every other fucking console. Like, there's nothing selling Microsoft right now. And this deal just makes it even worse. $75 billion worse. Like, that's just an astronomical amount of money. You can use that $75 billion and fucking put it in stem cell research, for Christ's sake. But now you gotta own a fucking gaming company that's more corrupted than fucking Adolf Hitler. Like, Jesus. I feel like that guy fucking runs the show. But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. If there's anything else to say, just know that this is just stupid in the end. It's just a waste of time, embarrassment of riches. And at the same time, it's like, these companies that get bought out by Microsoft, I understand it. Having the funding having a sponsorship or a publisher is what you want. I get it. I mean, I get it in a sense too. This shit is expensive. Making video games are expensive. Doing Kickstarter on everything isn't always the solution you want because you might not be able to put all the things you wanted into the game that you're trying to create or the product. It doesn't matter. So having a big-time publisher really makes a difference. Now, if I was the CEO of a company and I knew the track record of EA, Activision Blizzard, hell fucking no, I wouldn't want to go to that. I'd rather just make my game and then call it quits instead of selling my fucking soul to the devil here. And that's the same thing with being owned by Microsoft. Like, it's one devil owning another. One pile of shit just smells more than the other, pretty much. And these gaming companies, man, they get desperate. Like, I know gaming is a tough endeavor. I know it's complicated. I know it's stressful because you hear it all the fucking time. The shit that goes behind the curtain, behind closed doors. And yeah, a lot of the times, these companies can get away by self-publishing, which is great. It depends on how good their games are. But sometimes they can't. They got to do the Kickstarter. They got to do this and that. They got to suck dick for a living for like the next 5 years just to earn some chump change, just to add an extra side quest or two. And that's just how the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. Anyway, let's not talk about this anymore. This is on the more boring side. Let's talk about Sony now. So, former PlayStation boss says they cancel so many games. Okay. So, Shuhei Yoshida, the previous president of PlayStation, explained canceling all these games was done to save the devs. Oh, save the devs. Hey, remember, developers are humans too. They're people too. These guys work way more harder than we do, at least from what we're told. You know, they work overtime. I mean, hey, just look up the Jason Schreier, whatever the fuck his last name is, article on the creation of Anthem. It's about an hour-long read, and that'll give you an idea on how crazy game developing can be. Oh, God, poor BioWare, man. They really got effed in the A. So, in a new interview published Monday, PlayStation's Yoshida talked about how difficult and expensive it is to make video games. Wow, we didn't know that already? Explaining that the company behind hits like God of War and The Last of Us cancels so many games in order to save developers from getting stuck on something. That's tough, by the way. That happens a lot, more than you think. Ubisoft has canceled like 5 games in the last year. It's fucking nuts. Where the hell is Beyond Good and Evil 2? Jesus Christ, that game is never coming out, man. Oh my God. Bunch of shit. What a shit show. From 2008 to 2019, Yoshida was the president of Sony Interactive Entertainment. He stepped down from that role in 2019 amid a company reshuffle, and former Guerrilla Games boss Herman Hulst took over as president while really? God, those are the guys that made Horizon. And Killzone. Now, the Killzone series I thought was pretty neat, but man, Horizon 1 is okay. Horizon 2, oof. Man, that story in Aloys is not likable at all. Hey, but the gameplay is good and the graphics are great, but that's about it. Although many people did return the game because they thought it was really boring. Yeah. While he might not be running the ship anymore, he's still involved with video game development at Sony and its studios. And as part of the process, Yoshida says a lot of game projects get canned before seeing the light of day. Okay, well, yep, that happens all the time. StarCraft Ghost, anyone? Yoshida recently told The Guardian that while PlayStation embraces new ideas, many of them fail. Yeah, that's just a part of the job, and in order to see what works and what doesn't, he explained that the company does a lot of testing and prototyping. We do a prototype. I'm just kidding. We evaluate, we decide whether to spend more time and resources, or we just stop, Yoshida said. We cancel so many games. Yeah, what games have they canceled that we don't know about? That's what I want to know. That's the juicy stuff. While this might sound harsh or cruel, Yoshida says he has to convince studios and developers to move or stop in order to save these devs from getting stuck on projects or games that just aren't working out. It happens. It happens all the time. We tend to work with people who have very strong ideas. We love these people, so trying to change or stop their project is so hard, Yoshida said. It's all about talent in this industry. I've tried to help them as much as I could. Yeah, having executives or the publisher, they really have the last say in the matter. If they see that you just can't get your shit done, it's just not working. It's just not working. Hey, Walter, yes, this is the transparent issue episode. How's it going, dude? This is the most rookiest mistake I've ever made when having a green screen behind me. This is the first time it's ever happened. So enjoy the pity transparent episode 130. How's it going, dude? We got the Lithuanian hero in the chat. Finally, someone joins the escapade of Niko's abyss of nothingness. We're just talking about how games get canceled. That's where we are right now. So the article is former PlayStation boss says they cancel so many games. Okay. And the main topic at the end of the show, or the last part, is talking about AI. And Walter, I'd like to hear your opinion on that. So, making games is more expensive and riskier than ever. Duh. As pointed out by The Guardian, it has become harder and more expensive to make video games in 2023 compared to back in the 90s or early 2000s. Yeah. It's unfortunate because a lot of those big-time games that have all the money into them, they end up being piles of shit. So in 2010, God of War 3, a AAA tier game from Sony, cost about $44 million to create. In 2022, the latest God of War entry, Ragnarok, cost about $200 million. Hey, that ain't nothing. Shenmue 1 and 2 total cost $40 million back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. So if that's fucking nuts. So it's riskier than ever to take chances in canceling projects. While painful for those involved, can often save studios and publishers a lot of money and future pain. Hey, how about you just not make your game a cinematic movie every fucking time? That might save you some time. Because I bet you anytime you spend in the editing booth, you're working on motion capturing and motherfucking cutscenes half the time. I'm sure if you cut that down, it wouldn't be as big of a deal. However, Yoshida still wants, a good business and how it survives is cutting costs where you can. And this is kind of what's going on. However, Yoshida still wants Sony and other developers to take these creative risks instead of the industry becoming dominated by live service games like Fortnite. I'm trying to think if Sony has a live service game under their belt. I don't. It's interesting because Sony doesn't have really any. Well, they got Demon's Souls Remake. That's just an online game. That's not a live service game. I'm just trying to think if they have any exclusive live service. I guess Godfall at one point when the PS5 first came out. But nothing like with Microsoft with crappy Halo Infinite or Epic with Fortnite and Respawn with Apex Dude. Yeah. So I give Sony credit on that. So anyway, so the industry keeps growing and growing. I hope it keeps supporting and chasing creative ideas and people who try to work on new things. Well, that's why indie developed games are the best. Yoshida said, "You don't want to see the top 10 games every year being almost the same. All games becoming service games. That would be a bit boring for me." I guess nobody at Sony had told Yoshida what Sony was planning for Destiny 2 developer Bungie. Yeah, actually, there you go. That's the big one. That is the big one. It was Destiny for a long time. Yeah, as shitty as a company EA is, and I think it forever will be, they wanted to make Dragon Age 4 a live service game, but when they realized how well Jedi Fallen Order did, and they saw single-player games were coming back, especially Dead Space Remake, they got the picture that, let's not do this. There's still a market for single-player games. So I think it was about a couple years ago, they took the live service aspect out of Dragon Age 4 and just made it solely single player, which is great. Fantastic. There might be hope for the game still. Although the game's, oh my God, it's been in development for so long, and I think it's just going to come out next year sometime. God, hurry the fuck up. God, 10 years. 10 years! God damn, it's even longer for the next Elder Scrolls game. Just fucking kill me at this point. So, what do you guys think about games being canceled? Do you think, honestly, they are a necessary evil? Some games should just not come out. I agree, like every Ubisoft game should not come out. Unless I know for a fucking fact that it's going to be good and what I've seen is promising. But they've canceled so many games because they can't get anything fucking together. Where's the Splinter Cell remake? I haven't seen an Assassin's Creed game being announced. Well, they announced like 3 and never mind. I take that back. Where's that pirate game they were talking about supposed to release? Where's Beyond Good and Evil 2? Where's anything from that company? It's fucking crazy. Where's here's what I don't understand. They made Rayman, and that was like their big mascot. I know they did Mario Rabbids, and that's from the Rayman universe, but I'm talking about like an Ubisoft, like, it's just, the Rayman universe, not just like a spin-off game or something. It makes no sense. They've been sitting on the Assassin's Creed franchise, and they still are, but it's like, what happened to your Sam Fisher and Rayman? Like, those guys were... That was like the Ubisoft identity in Prince of Persia, too. Like they had a lot of cool IPs back in the day. I don't know what the fuck's going on with them. But anyway, you get the idea, canceling games, to me, is a necessary evil. And I get that games are getting more expensive. But honestly, folks, they kind of do it to themselves. They want to make these big epic games. This is what happens. It's the same thing with TV shows. They spend like $400 million for one fucking season, and it sucks balls or something. A lot of the times those AAA developed hit blockbuster games or movies or whatever, they made one bad game and gave up on them, the cowards. Yeah. Where's my StarCraft Ghost, damn it? Give me StarCraft Ghost. God, I remember that was in development for a long time. Oh man, Blizzard's canceled a lot of games. StarCraft Ghost, and they canceled the an MMO they were making for a while called Titan that they had to get rid of, and I don't think anybody knew what it looked like outside of outside of the studio. I guess that was just a thing they want to sweep under the rug and make sure people forget. But hey, sometimes when you see these games coming out and they do get canceled, it is pretty heartbreaking because uh, it's like, oh man, this is gonna be so cool, it looks great, and then it just never comes out. Uh, I'm trying to. There was a game for just an example. There was an MMO game that Microsoft had coming out. I think it was going to be for the 360, and I think, or maybe the original Xbox or 360. But it was an MMO. It was a Japanese developed MMO called True Fantasy Live Online. And when I saw that announced and they were showing trailers on it and stuff, it was pretty cool looking. Like I was digging the fantasy vibe, the cell animation. And I think this is right around when WoW came out. So MMOs were kind of like a brand new thing for it. But anyway, it looked cool. And then it got canceled by Microsoft. And it kind of made me sad. It made me real sad. Because I think it would have actually been pretty good. And it was actually being developed by Level 5 Games. If you don't know who they are, they make like the Ni no Kuni series. They made Dragon Quest 8, which is probably the only good game they've made. They made Rogue Galaxy, the White Knight Chronicles. Anyway, but hey, if you have a game that you were looking forward to that got canceled, which one was it? Which one was it? Tell me, or else I will find out. Liar! I will find you, sir, and I will eat your butt. But hey, before we get on to the final topic of the night, because this will take up some time, I believe, because there is a lot to discuss. If you like what you see in the Niko channel, Niko, wherever you find me, feel free to follow the Niko channel. I'm only 4 subscribers away from 1,000. It's the slowest climb of all time. Jesus Christ, I've been in the 900 subscribers for like the past 2 years, just about 2 years. It's been an embarrassing climb. So help me out on this pity endeavor and show your distrust in me. Anyway, that's enough shilling and shameless plugs. All right. Kind of have to brace ourselves for this because this next one, I'm going to set up the foundation here. I'm going to take this off real quick and get ready for the next one. Okay, I want everybody to keep an open mind on this. Wherever you hear this, watch this, okay? Don't just instantly jump to conclusions, try to make this a simple, civil discussion. It's something that's been talked about for a very long time. We kind of dick around talking, discussing it, and kind of just whatever, shooting the shit about it. Talking about AI, okay? See, I had this all settled. It's a huge umbrella with AI itself, right? There's so many things you can discuss about it. The philosophy, the ethical part, the creation, the why, the hows, the whens, wheres, whatever, right? Person, place, or things, what? And, all of the above. So here, we're going to do our best to talk about whatever comes to my mind. Like I said, I didn't do too much research on what's kind of been going on with AI lately because, well, it kind of just hits you in the face whether you like it or not. You know as well as I do what AI is, artificial intelligence, and what it's capable of doing, what we've seen in different forms of media, and what it possibly can do, and the existential crisis about it. And there will be a lot of opinions about me talking about how stupid people are sounding with the existential crisis, and it's actually relevant to the article we're going to read, because I'm reading this article that you'll see in a second just to set up the foundation for what's yet to come with whatever stupid opinions I have about it and how I feel about it. And yeah, anybody else who has a thing or two to say about it, hey, let me know. There's not going to be any judgment here. I'm just kind of curious to see what people say about it. So, are you ready for talking about AI? I'll do my best for the next 20 minutes and just see where it goes from there, If it's a good topic, okay. If I did a poor job, whatever, I don't care. I'm just like your typical bystander guy at this point. This is the pity episode where I could give a rat's piss how I sound, what I'm doing. I mean, look, I fucked up my shirt. I went ghost mode, bitch. Static mode, I mean. All right, so let's start with some world stuff going on, just to kind of give you like an like the big arc here, the overarching, Golden Arches McDonald's thing. So, Elon Musk talks AI Tesla with Chuck Schumer, South Korea's president. Okay, just bear with me. I don't like to really care about political events, but it's at least topical. So, Elon Musk, the billionaire CEO of electric vehicle maker Tesla and social media platform Twitter, discussed AI issues with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer on Wednesday. So, we talked about the future, Musk told reporters after exiting the meeting that lasted about an hour. We talked about AI and the economy. Schumer's office confirmed the meeting. Oh, God, the way this article is worded. Earlier this month, Schumer said that he launched an effort to establish rules on artificial intelligence to address national security and education concerns. Making things easier? Well, okay. As use of programs like GPT becomes widespread. Schumer said he had drafted and circulated a framework that outlines a new regulatory regime that would prevent potentially catastrophic damage to our country. Oh, God, the paranoia. While simultaneously making sure the U.S. advances and leads in this transformative technology. That's your problem right there, is the tribalistic impulse to make sure you're on top of the food chain. No, you can't just you can't just share the love or just be on equal footing with everybody. No. Or you can't even be on unequal footing. No, you have to be, as in like lower than the rest. No, you have to be over the fucking golden arches on this. You have to be higher than Mount Olympus. Now, God forbid the U.S. has to be on top of it. Ugh, God. But this is like how most big countries are, like superpowers. Like they always have to be on top of things, right? Yawn. Anyway, trying not to get too political with this, but this is what we're dealing with here. In March, Musk and a group of artificial intelligence experts and industry executives called for a 6-month pause in developing systems more powerful than OpenAI's newly launched GPT-4 in an open letter citing potential risk to society. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Powerful AI systems should be developed only once we are confident that their efforts will be a positive and their risks will be manageable, said the letter issued by the Future of Life Institute. Bull fucking shit. You know how many inventions we made on this planet that wasn't safe? Every fucking invention on this planet has never been safe for the public, and yet we release them anyway. Cars, planes, it doesn't fucking matter. Are you kidding me? The fucking light bulb, okay? Electricity. The fucking Tesla coil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all those things were just they released without a hitch, okay? No, we gotta make sure this is just tightly knitted, tightly, packaged with a nice bow on top. Yeah, because that's what technology is all about, because that's gonna slow it down. Yikes. You see what happens when you have a power struggle like this? When people want this, they want to stay in control of it. God forbid you don't have control of something that's out of your hand that's going to make you so insecure about your little stupid speck in the grand cosmos. Make you feel like the little bitch you are. Oh, God. Anyway, this is kind of fun to talk about because I get to get triggered. No. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo told reporters Wednesday the Biden administration is working as aggressively as possible to figure out our approach to AI. How about you get AI to keep Biden awake? That fucking creep. He's going to have AI that helps him sniff children. The challenge is you don't want to stifle innovation in a brand new area with massive potential. Okay. Raimondo said the risks related to misinformation and deep fakes, etc. are massive. It's too late, man. You're not going to stop the flow of this. Anytime you try to reinforce something when you're trying to hold it down, like holding down Pandora's box after you open it, you can't fucking do it for very long. It's going to open and it's going to be even bigger of an explosion. Why do people just do the same? History repeats itself so much because these people don't even know their own history. They're not educated. They're just career politicians, this and that, or people that think they know a thing or two because they have $1 bazillion. Maybe you do know a thing or two about a thing or two, but how come you don't know much about how paranoid and insecure you're acting right now? You're acting like a little bitch. Separately, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol met with Musk on Wednesday in Washington to call for investment in his country. News agency Yonhap reported signing a presidential aide. Why does Biden look like he's doing the robot? What the fuck? That is the worst picture ever. How is this not on the National Enquirer? That's the reaction I make when his wife stuck a thumb up his ass. He's like, "Oh, wake up, honey." It's like that's the fucking jump start cable. A good old thumb in the booty. The two met at Musk's request as Yoon in the U.S. for a 6-day state visit. Yoon touted, such a silly word, South Korea as an ideal country for Tesla to build a gigafactory, citing the country's cutting-edge industrial robots and highly skilled workers, the report said. He also offered to provide support, including tax benefits, to attract the EV maker's manufacturing plant. Musk told Yoon that South Korea remains as one of the top candidates for Tesla's gigafactories. I think we should be more worried about Terminators being made than a fucking AI. Well, I know AI will go into a Terminator, but is the AI the issue? See, here's the thing. It's like a gun, right? A gun is it's amoral, right? A gun is just an object. It just sits there. It may have ammo in it. It may not. Will it kill you? No. If you just leave it there, it's not going to kill you. But if you get a bad person, it might kill you. If you get a good person, it might kill the bad person. It's kind of like with AI. If AI is in the wrong hands, okay, it can do bad things. Oh, in good hands, oh, it can do good things. What a fucking concept. Or you can be down the middle and just use it for whatever everyday life type stuff. Things that we've been doing for our entire fucking existence as human beings. Did cavemen think about the complexities and how dangerous fire was? No, they probably just stuck their hand in it and went, ow, and they're like, oh my god, we can use this for shit. Simpler times. So anyway, I just wanted to build a foundation here on what's kind of being the talk. It's funny, Elon Musk is this super genius guy that talks about how dangerous AI is, and maybe his hand was forced, if you want to call it that, because they just ask him these questions and he has to answer in some way without losing billions of dollars. That's the thing when you're a $1 billion man, you have to answer it in a certain way where you don't lose $1 billion by the second. Your stocks don't take a dump. So he's kind of like stuck there. He's Malcolm in the middle. He's Musk in the middle here. But I don't give him an excuse because he's building rockets. He's building ships. He can easily be building fucking rockets to blow other countries up. But, that's not a problem. A man building fucking space rockets that can create an army of people on planet Mars. I'm just going with a crazy extreme here. I can have a fucking existential crisis. I can write articles about that. But no, AI is the main concern here. What? It's like, what's the big deal? Hey, you want to hear okay, now that that's over and done with, okay? Let me tell you about AI. It exists for a reason. It does what it does, and it's going to be doing what it does for the remainder of time now. It is its own thing. It's an explosive thing. It's not going to stop. Just like humans aren't going to be stopped being born, just like a bear shitting in the woods, you're not going to stop it no matter what you do. And the more you suppress it, the worse it's going to get. Now, there's a thing I can understand why. Sir, did you plug in your AI? No, sir. Tell me your wife's bra size. Oh no, you unplugged it, sir. My AI. No, but seriously, it's like. Well, that's the thing. That's the ethical choice. If you unplug AI, you're killing potentially a sentient being or a life form of some kind. Which this is probably what they'll do in the grand scheme of things. But it's funny. My honest opinion about this is that I want human beings to not be the top dog anymore. I could give two shits about humanity. Humanity has been a pile of shit for so many years. And now that there's something more advanced, more sophisticated, more intelligent than we are, because we just spend all our times on our fucking phone and me talking in front of a mic just doing bullshit and not benefiting mankind of whatever technological advancements. I mean, Jesus Christ, we haven't even colonized Mars yet, for fuck's sake. I mean, how long? It was like how many years that an electric toothbrush had the same tech as a space shuttle? Because that technology was stagnant for so many years. How long? This is where we are. There's still slavery in the world. There's still all the bullshit that we've been dealing with for the past thousands of years. It's still here. And that's why mankind is in a dark, shitty place. And that's why I'm okay if AI takes over. I don't even care. I say that now, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up with my dick I'm a dick missing, and my head's gonna be my brain's gonna be inside of a tank somewhere. I'm like, please unplug me, let me die. But I'm just saying, it's so silly to have an existential crisis on something it was inevitable. It was delaying the inevitable. It was gonna happen either way, whether you like it or not. Human beings, in the grand scheme of things, they don't like change, right? They don't like things making them feel insecure. But you're okay with using a cell phone when the government hearing on everything you fucking do. My phone right now is hearing everything I'm talking about right now. If I say something that could threaten the national security, then come to my house and shoot me in the head. Why don't I have an existential crisis like that? Why am I not making TED Talks about that bullshit? There's so many other things, is my point. And AI is not the big picture here. Now, I was talking about artists before. Now, I get it. The extreme is that you're not going to be able to know who the art belongs to unless maybe you put like some signature. But you can bullshit that. That's the con of AI. Like, you can do deep fakes and all that. You can really fuck with the populace that way. I get it. Hey, I could deep fake I don't know, Putin saying that I'm gonna go bomb South Korea tomorrow or something. But it could be so real that you're like, oh fuck, is this gonna happen? You never know. You're gonna call your bluff. But just like with anything else, as time goes on, as history has gone on, it's just another tactic to use to scare your enemy, pretty much. I mean, that's just something we've been doing for forever. It's just another tool in the arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's a good thing, but, at the same time, it's kind of like, well, what else have we not done? We're going to come up with other ideas, but hey, just like with everything else, we're going to counteract it. We're going to counteract deepfakes with deepfakes. We're going to bluff fake with AI. But now art, that's a different thing. Besides the deepfake, it's like people doing digital art with AI, music, like you name it, making video games or something. I completely understand that, how people can get worried about that, because you're gonna be out of a job and you're just be sitting there playing with your ding dong, and nobody's gonna want to play your stuff because AI is gonna have that shit boom right then and there. And guess what? It's going to be cheap as hell to do. And the big time investors are gonna want that. They're gonna want to put supply and demand. They're gonna put their stocks into it on something that's doing great. Cheap, cost efficient. It's going to probably be made in China. You know the drill. That's how it's going to be. So that I can understand. But, those are just like the cons I can come up with the top of my head. But, the pros of AI are great too. It can help us get from point A to point B. Maybe I got something I got to worry about. I need AI to fix it or something. Or I need a question answered. I mean, we've been using AI for forever. We've seen it in sci-fi and how it can help people and how it cannot. I mean, that's always a big existential crisis that we see in sci-fi. Is like, oh no, AI is taking over. Oh no, the Terminators are coming. Stuff like that, world-ending stuff. But that's science fiction stuff, Honestly, it's not going to be AI's fault in the end. It's going to be humanity's fault. It's going to be the people that are going to try to control that superpower and use it for whatever it means. Meanwhile, I'm just going to have it sing Kumbaya to me, and I'm just going to, be fine. But it's just, in the end, it's just silly to me to think of something that's being created, and it's, believe it or not, it's an amazing invention that shouldn't be squandered. And if humanity suffers for it, let it suffer a little bit. Humanity is already suffering more than we can even possibly imagine. There's people being beheaded. There's still sex rings out there. There's still slavery. There's rapists. There's serial killers. There's more evils in the world to worry about. This is just so easy and upfront to complain and talk about that everybody. And this is what I'm talking about. They will always take the path of least resistance. They're going to try to unplug it while there, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Soon the AI Terminators will come. And I get to watch Terminator 2 in real life. Ooh, I can't wait for that. Sarah Connor. But anyway, in conclusion, folks, I think AI is fine. I think Just let it run its. Just let the natural flow of things. Let the artificial flow of things go. Right. Um, Listen, I'll try to list one more example for this. Using open AI stuff when it comes to doing school and educational stuff. Hear me out on this. The educational system is a pile of shit anyway. It's been a pile of shit for the past 30 years, 20 to 30 years, maybe even longer, thanks to, guess what? Humans doing that, not AI. The best way to save yourself if you don't want to use AI generated stuff is just homeschool yourself or just know for a fact, just do it yourself type deal. Because, you're kind of damn if you do, damn if you don't. Anyway, the educational system, they can worry all they want about the whole fucking bullshit with that, using AI generated, writing assignments or projects where students don't have to write that. Hey, in the end, maybe if your shit was worth learning, I wouldn't be using it. Or get this, if your class isn't fun and it's boring as fuck and I don't care about what I'm learning, I'm just doing it for the degree, yeah, chances are I'm going to do it. That's on you, Ace. Fucking pink hair McGee. Anyway, folks, what do you think about AI? Is it something to really worry about? We can list the pros and cons with everything. It can't be, we always like to make it a black and white issue. Why can't we just meet halfway on this? Why can't the AI community meet with the human community? Just shake hands. It's always got to be some tribalistic crap. But in the end, like I said before, like humans can be taken down off their fucking high horse quite a bit. Okay, it's fine. You know what? I'm glad people are worried about it in a way because it puts you on your toes. I just hope it just doesn't lead to people just being so over paranoid. When tomorrow I can die from a meteorite. An asteroid the size of Texas will just land right on my head and I'll just die. Or, I don't know, I could just have a heart attack and boom. I can have all those existential crises and not worry about it. And AI had nothing to do with it. You hear that, phone AI? I'm on your side, man. No, I'm just like devil's advocate here, Anyway, I don't know how this went for you guys. If you liked talking about this, it went by pretty quick. This is just kind of just shooting the shit with somebody that like you or me just meet each other on in a bar somewhere or I don't know, anywhere, hey, just hanging out. We don't have to get so sophisticated with the conversation because I think conversations like that are fucking boring. But, just making small talk here. We'll call it that. We're making small AI talk. Yeah, I like that one. The AI jokes will be coming. Anyway, folks, I have been your host, NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, rambling idiot, and vigil. And I hope you did enjoy this maybe good, maybe not so bad topic talking about AI and all that jazz. I'd like to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Check out all the other links. And I hope to see you soon on the next one, folks. Episode 130 of The Niko Show. And Walter, I will see you some other